Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Carol and I'm a wedding officiant in Prince George, British Columbia. In this video, we're going to talk about the secrets to finding the right wedding officiant for you to help you create the kind of wedding that's perfect for you, not for your parents, not for your minister, not for your grandmother, but for you. So let's get into it, shall we? Good. So ideally, you already have a wedding date in mind. And ideally, and that's my dog. Yes, she's in here every time I do a video. And ideally, you have a bit of a vision for your own ceremony. You've probably been on Pinterest. You've probably watched some YouTube videos to start to get some ideas on what kind of things are for you or not. So I want to share some thoughts on how to go about and choose the right officiant for you. So number one, you need to find someone that you're really comfortable with, okay? Because if you can't talk to this person and tell them, hey, I don't like the way you do that, can we try it this way? I know she's really noisy tonight. Then you have a problem, okay? Belle, say hi. No, sit. Shush. Sorry, people. Do I have to kick you out? Okay, what'd you get then? Let her go do her thing. Sorry about that. Oh, she's gonna bark for another minute. Might be the paper boy. Anyways, so yeah, if you can't talk to your officiant, then there's a problem, because really it's your wedding and it's about you and what you want and your vision. This is an important milestone in your life. So you need to feel confident about having an officiant that is someone that doesn't make any judgments on you and how you want to do your union. Their only concern should be that the ceremonial experience is the way that you want it. So if that means that you have to interview a few, don't feel bad. Go ahead, interview a few and get a really good feel of what these people are individually like, okay? So number two, you can go look within your own spiritual community or consider alternative officiants. So if you belong to a church, you know, like Catholic church or a Christian church, usually the minister will perform a service. But there's this new breed of professional officiants out there. Me personally, I'm a spiritualist minister. I don't have a church following at this point in time, and it's my joy just to go out there and provide wedding services. Luckily, with the spiritualist groups that I'm associated with, we're very liberal with what our requirements are for a wedding service. So we can be very liberal and we can really customize exactly to what the bride and groom wants. Sometimes we ask to co-officiate with maybe a grandfather or a grandmother or someone that's important to the couple. Again, if that's important to you, you need to find the right minister to help you really bring that vision and really solidify it. Ask for the kind, so this is number three, ask for the kind of language that's important to you. I know I've been to some wedding ceremonies where it's very strict, you know, by the book kind of language. I tend to be a little bit more liberal in the sense that there is a process within the wedding ceremony, and there is definitely, for contractual obligations, there's definitely some mile markers that you have to hit. But how you personally decide to express those mile markers is definitely your call, definitely up to you. So make sure that you have full control over the wedding script. Make sure that whoever you choose provides options for you, maybe to say the same thing, but maybe in a different way, a way that maybe is more to your taste, rather than, for example, being very formal. Maybe how can we cut it back a little bit? How can we make it a little bit more casual? Which seems to be the trend these days in the direction that weddings are going. So it doesn't hurt to ask to be sure that the officiant that you choose can provide the language that should be important for you, that is important for you. Okay. Number 4, know the officiant's ground rules. If an officiant is representing a specific faith, they have specific requirements. For example, you wouldn't expect a Christian minister to do a Hebrew ceremony, right? It just doesn't work. So make sure you're approaching people that are proper and the correct people for the type of ceremony you want. Be very clear from the start of what the officiant can and cannot do. And that's important. You know, it's not our place as officiants to tell you who has to walk down the aisle with whom, okay? And if I was an officiant, it wouldn't be, well, I am an officiant, but if I was contracted for a wedding, it wouldn't be morally responsible of me if I took on a wedding ceremony that was in a different faith, okay? We definitely always have interfaith ceremonies. They do exist. They happen all the time. But I wouldn't take on a Prussian ceremony or Hebrew ceremony, or ethically, that's just not the right thing to do. So make sure that your officiant is following the appropriate ground rules for the type of wedding that you want. Okay. Make sure that your officiant can sign your license and make things legal. So here's a story for you. I met this beautiful young couple. Between them, they had 5 kids, and they were going to get married on a, what do you call it? They were going down to the Harrison River, and they were going to get married on a sturgeon fishing tour package. And the captain of the boat said that he could marry them. Well, 3 weeks before the wedding, the captain says, "Oh, you want it to be legal? Sorry." He could say all the words, he could do the process, but he wasn't legal to sign the paperwork. So make sure that whoever you choose as your officiant is legal. The other option too, and you know, it is again co-facilitating a ceremony together. So if there's someone that you really, really, really want to have officiate your ceremony, have an officiant there. An officiant that will witness the vows, will witness the intention, will witness the commitment, and will witness the paperwork. Okay, because you don't want to be stuck in a sturgeon fishing trip without an officiant to make it legal. Okay, so number 6, put things in writing. At the end of the day, you are getting a service contract, and you want to make sure that if you're paying for a service, that you've got everything in writing. How much is due up front? How much is due at the end? When that's due? What the obligations are, usually attached in an addenda, an appendix, sorry. You know, make sure you get it in writing. When, where, how much, with whom, and da, 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 da. To have these ducks in a row will save you in the end, okay? If you're dealing with an officiant that doesn't do contracts, you might want to be careful, because there's nothing there that legally binds them to actually commit to show up to your wedding, okay? So just a word of caution, do the contract, it's fine. And as long as you do what you're supposed to do and they do what they're supposed to do, there's no problem. So in conclusion, I hope I've given you a couple of little tips here. So I have to put my glasses on. I do have some notes here. Weddings are consumer driven. You are in charge and you have lots of choices, like you really do. And as an officiant, all we ask is that you're respectful. If we meet up and you're humming and hawing and you can't choose, if you don't choose me, just let me know. So that date, I've already penciled your name in as a potential. So now I can erase the pencil. If somebody else calls me about that date, then, you know, I'm free to go. I know where I stand, okay? When you're choosing your officiant, it is a sacred thing that it's a sacred service that they are providing to you, okay? Um, and the officiant is in charge of the most important aspect of your wedding, making it legal, okay? That's what we do. We make it legal. Um, and they really share one of the most intimate times of your life with you. They really do share that with you. So you want to make sure that you get out there and you find the absolute right person for you. I see that the relationship between the couple and the officiant is more of a partnership, and both should treat the process with relationship respect. Okay, so that's what I have for you today. If you would like to contact me to perform your wedding ceremony or provide you with premarital counseling, please find me at www.princegeorgeweddingofficiant.ca. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.